So today, I'm going to tell you all the things that Trenyboivr has done on there. Please don't hate this, but do report into the Discord if you want. Not much evidence, but I'm going to be presenting what I have in this video. So first thing first, Trenny, it was my wirer, and he was my second wirer for the same map, which is Dark's Play Palace. If you want to check it out, you can, but this is not important. So basically, what happened was, one day I met Trenny after I lost my first wirer, who actually griefed the map. So basically, I met Trenny, and we decided, oh yeah, you can be a wire for my map. And shortly after, we started. I gave him the almost finished build, and he started working. At first, he wasn't working too much, which I didn't really care about, and then he started working. And I told him to just tweak a few things every so often, and it was good. There was just one thing. I didn't really like his personality or his voice, just something. It just kind of annoyed me, but I didn't really care. Fast forward like a week into it, me and Trenny were getting in hot waters with each other. We started fighting, and he started telling me that my ideas were trash, and that we should do the map, and that he can carry it. Which I really don't think is true, because every single time he did something, he made it overcomplicated. Like, one time he made it so that you had to click a button to go into a teleporter, and then you had to make it, and he made it just clunky, and it didn't look good. I never really said anything mean about it, I just didn't like it. Anyways, a few days later, I'm in a call with the whole group, Johnny Mop, aka AfroVR, my friend Zero Views, who will be important later, and me. And then I told Trenny, I don't really like your personality. I'll give you full percent until we get this map finished, and then I'll unadd you. And I gave him full percent until we got the map finished, so that he could make back his butt coins. But before this, he also said that he didn't want a butt coin percentage and wanted me to spread it out between all the staff. And I understand that, but the only reason I had 80% butt coins is because I needed the most butt coins, because I was buying props and other technical wiring stuff that Trenny didn't own so that we could work on the map. Can you back me up on this, Johnny?
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyways, as I continued, I said, I'll give you 100% so that you can get your money back, and he said, I don't want the money, and then he copied the map. I didn't really see him do that, and then he quest delete after I said, I just want a different person. And he did so quick, I didn't really see him quick copy. And I said, wait, no, I'm not unadding you yet. And then he pasted back in and said, well, and then he just like went on this rant about how he doesn't like how I suck at building and how I'm just not cool, like just like unnecessary things like that. And then eventually I leave, and he's saying that I'm a scammer and saying that I wasted his time. And he points on how I didn't spread out the butt coins when he said that he didn't want a percentage of butt coins. Isn't that true, Johnny?
Yes. True.
And he also made a point on how I didn't give my friend Zero Views any butt coins percentage because Zero Views didn't really do anything. He was just kind of my friend, and so I added him. But anyways, fast forward a few more days after Trini goes on that big rant. I got back into a call with Johnny, and Johnny, isn't that where I told you that that's where I told you that Trini was talking bad about you before the big fight? Yeah, correct?
Yes.
Well, anyways, after that, I told Johnny that, and then, slightly after, I asked my friend Zero Views, because he was active with us, and he would always watch us build. I asked him, has Trenny been talking bad about me? And he said, yeah, and he said that Trenny was calling me slurs behind my back, and how my building ideas aren't good, which I kind of expected, because we weren't really friends anymore. But the thing is, though, I ended it off on that. I had the unfinished wiring in my private world, though before I had the stuff that Trenny did before he started working on it, and I was fine with it. I was fine. I didn't really like him anyways, so I just kept going. I worked on the map more, I looked for wirers, but with no avail. But then, I figured out that my best friend, Zero Views at the time, blocked me, and I suspected it was Trenny, and I didn't really have any evidence until then, but then, he got me, and then my friend Johnny Mop got me into a call with Zero. He just left immediately. And then the same thing happened with Johnny Mop and Trenny. Because after the fight, Johnny thought that I was scamming him, but I really wasn't, right, Johnny?
No scamming. No scamming at all.
Anyways, so basically, as it continued, I was just kind of like meh about it. And then I realized something. Johnny was texting me about getting in a call with you and Trenny, and then with me and Trenny. And then so I did. And then Trenny starts harassing me with allocations, saying that he's recording and all of that, and he's gonna post it on his YouTube. And he's saying that I was a scammer and how I was racist and all of that, which is just not true. Can you back me up on that, Johnny, and give a full response?
No one was racist in that. Okay, I might have not heard anybody being racist, but in that like time period where we were arguing, no one was racist. Waffle was never racist. Trini might have been racist. I have no clue. No one is racist though.
To his knowledge. But then shortly after, me and Trini had that big fight, and he was saying all of that and all of that. And I didn't know his YouTube channel. It's Trenyboivr. I'll put it up on screen. But anyways, few days pass, nothing really much. The same thing happens. No new evidence brought to the table. Just the same thing that Trini said again. And then it happened one more time, and no evidence. Just the same thing, that I'm a scammer. I point on the fact that he didn't want a percentage, and that I offered him 100% until we're done. So, and then, a few days later, like a day later, this is like after I talked to Johnny Muck a little bit more. We weren't like not friends after this, but I told him all the things that I know until now, and then we were pushing on it. This was like a day, that was like yesterday, right? And then, so basically then, we try to get Trenny in a call with us, and we actually do. We get him in a lobby in Animal Company, and we talk it out. He brings the same evidence, and he says that he still has the map, and he's making a community road about it. He was making a video about it, and also that he got people to play it and say that it was super good. But the thing is, though, Zero Views was also there with it, and Zero Views told us that they liked the building and not the mechanics. Because they said, in his Zero Views words, he said that they said the building and the mechanics were overcomplicated. So I don't really care that Trenny like was making it overcomplicated, but I just don't like the fact that he's still using the map and still has it when it's my building. But anyways,
can I talk real quick?
And another thing on this, I also today he posted a video, or not today, it was like a few days ago, but I forgot to touch on it. He posted a video using the map for a skit. I'll put a picture of it on screen and then a picture of my map and where he did it. And again, his channel right there. And anyways, Johnny Muck, what did you want to say?
I want to talk about more about the Animal Company and the griefing he wanted to do to the maps.
Oh yeah, let me touch on the griefing. Oh, Johnny, I'll let you speak in just a second. So basically, when we were in Animal Company, during the end, he started talking about how he wanted to get Johnny involved and saying that Johnny was on my side, which he was at this point, right, Johnny?
Yes.
Because I told him how Trenny was manipulating him into believing that I was a scammer, when I really wasn't. But the thing is, though, eventually, Trenny said, because he was still kind of friends with Johnny, not really, but they were working on a community world together. It's called Gamba PvP. It's actually really fun. Johnny Mop's still working on it, but basically what happened, Trenny brought up that he would grief the map if Johnny and I kept on trying to do this stuff and like just saying that he would grief the map. And so he left Animal Company, and I saw that he went into Yeeps. And so I told Johnny, go, quick, get in there. And Johnny did it quick, actually really quick. It was like 50 seconds. He got in the community world, he unadded him, all of that. The map wasn't touched, but his excuse for it was,
wait, let me say this. Let me say this. Okay, can I restart? Okay. So how it happened was he was like saying, he was ranting about, oh yeah, speaking about griefing, I'm pretty sure, it was about, he said he wasn't even griefing the map. He was like, speaking about griefing, you should go play Gamba PvP like right now. And then when Waffle saw him in Yeeps, I went into Yeeps. I got into the map quickly before Trenny. I had to leave and rejoin because our leaderboard system is behind a wall, so I had to leave and rejoin so I can remove him from staff and kick him. And it worked. I got him off of staff, and then his excuse was, hold on, let me pull up his chat box quickly. I was right there, but I knew you were not like Waffle. After he tried griefing the map. And he was like, I wasn't trying to grief the map because you're such a nice guy, and I know your personality, and you're cool. And I was like, he never said that until I kicked him from the lobby.
So he was basically just trying to get back on staff so he could actually grief it.
Exactly.
So, another thing is, he also threatened me after this on griefing my map, even though he still didn't have permissions, and he wasn't even added to staff. But basically, Trenny isn't really a nice guy. If you guys want to report him to Discord, with the evidence you have, it's not much, so that's why I'm putting this on YouTube so that people can hear about it and not have an experience like me, because he's been very rude to me, and it's kind of just been draining my mental health. I've been like crying in my pillow for the last week because I don't know what to do, so I just resorted to YouTube, and it's gonna get like 90 views, and nobody's gonna watch. But anyways, thank you for listening. Fuck Trenny. Fuck Trenny. Fuck Trenny.